Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious News at 6. Tonight we are joined again by Dr. Megan Simon and Dr. Christine Kleiss to talk to us more about transgenic livestock, because over the past week we have gotten feedback about the broadcast and how people feel. We have gotten actually a really strong rebuttal by Cassie Aniceto and Michelle Sador, who are against transgenic livestock and the use for it for pharmaceuticals. So we have them back to clear some of the points up and to just give us a better understanding. So we'll start off. Cassie also says that pigs are one of the breeds most commonly considered for xenotransplantation. Pigs can carry 25 diseases that can be transmitted to humans.
Okay, there's been no evidence for human infections caused by xenotransplantations from pigs, says Beneva. There is still research going on and further clinical and laboratory monitoring for possible infections that may occur.
She continues to say that from a medical perspective, most pharmaceutical drugs produced by transgenic livestock are taken from the animal's blood or milk and then is purified. Although the sample of the blood or milk is purified in order to use the drug, I think that it can still be a health risk to humans if the sample is not purified correctly. About that, the whole point of purifying the milk or the blood is to make sure we don't pose any risks to humans, and we do it. It says that it's done in a very careful manner, and we don't take chances like that. Then she moves on to talk about things from a social and religious perspective. Transgenic livestock can be bad because some religions may be against the use of animals for xenotransplantation and pharmaceuticals. For example, the cow is sacred to the Hindus, so the use of the cows for such purposes would go against their religion.
Anything that science comes up with, there's going to be a religion that's going to be against it. If we went with the religion since time started, science would have gotten nowhere.
One religion shouldn't stop a whole society from using a
technology that could very greatly benefit us.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay. Again, from a social and religious perspective, she says many people, regardless of the religion, may feel that using animals or organs for xenotransplantation or genetically modifying their bodies to produce human proteins is wrong. Well, either way you look at it, you can find a reason for it to be wrong. But in this case, for us to save someone who is in a position where they need a transplant of an organ for an organ, human organs are really scarce, and where are we supposed to turn when we're in a situation where we're trying to save a friend or a loved one? And
the point is, there's not always going to be a human heart on hand. If we have all these animals that have the organs that we need when someone needs it right now, we're going to have it, and we can just take it and fix someone right away without having to wait, and people may die.
Both Michelle and Cassie mentioned the costs concerning the procedure itself, but Cassie goes on further to the specifics by saying transplantation costs approximately $300,000 US per operation. The cost is always going to be an issue no matter the procedure. It just comes with the business of medicine. Like, you are going to make yourself better, or you're going to help a friend, or it just comes down to the choice of the patient. There's loans available if you really need it. Like, if you want to live, then get the procedure done. Don't make the price of it your first priority or your first concern when making the choice of getting the procedure done. The final point that came to our attention during reading over this was Cassie's, what she said: if most people were able to be saved from illness using xenotransplant and pharmaceutical drugs, the population of the world could increase therefore affecting the world's food, water, and natural resource supplies. So
basically what Cassie is saying here, that if someone's life is on the line, we shouldn't help them. That we should just, if she's saying this, that we shouldn't give someone a transplant if we have it, she's saying that if someone has a cold, we shouldn't give them medicine. If someone goes into cardiac arrest, you shouldn't perform CPR. We should just, if people are going to die, let's let them take that natural course of death, not try and save anyone. I really think that that point shouldn't have been made. Like, we should try and save a life any way we can.
You may be looking at the big picture, future-wise, but it should be a really, like, we're talking about friends or family. Like, even think about yourself being in that position. Would you want to die for the good of the world in, like, maybe 20 years because we might not have enough food for one more person?
We think, and since we're doctors, we know that this is a good thing. This could help us in the long run. We could save lots of lives if we get this perfected. I know it costs money to research things, but we're researching things all the time. Why can't we research this? If it's another alternative that's going to help us, we should do it.
The whole point of medicine is to help people overcome their illness. It's just to cure them from something horrible that's making them not live their life like they should be able to. Oh, wow, okay. Well, that was another very good point, but we have run out of time. That concludes our segment of discussing today. This has been Darian Smith, joined by Dr. Megan Simon and Dr. Christine Kleist.
Rebutt in the cave.
We'll see you